sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, 180.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow, long light. 57. Come on, D.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with McCoy. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 40 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it second down and 11. On second and 11 now. Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Give him 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, 57, 57.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll go with McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kissed it on the ground.
They run with Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On second down and 4. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Here we go. What do you need? 11. Hey, come on,
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Goodwin able to haul it in. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together, the defense is playing better, and Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here's McCoy. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28 on the tackle Tyrann Mathieu.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. There's Garoppolo to throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We're back now in KC. been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long.
Wait. Hey, whoa.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin taking it in. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
We got three, fellas.
He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's get it. I don't need to. It's going to be a long day.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Breida. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running.
Here we go.
They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Here we go. 180.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 54 yards away. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles.
And I think what we'd all love
I'm all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman, when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state brought you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Here we go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now this throw caught left side, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
First down.
Yellow.
First and 10.
Check 37. Check 37.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 56 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 22, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Kill. 11.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down.
Here we go. Black 80! Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now it's Breida. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Here's Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
54 mark. Check. Watch 54.
Now we'll give running left is Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Butker on for the PAT. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Breida. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go, here we go. White.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, Delta. Give me that ball, defense. Let's go.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by Terrell Suggs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each.
He's got it at the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run again with Breida. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to keep it here. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
And he'll give it here to his running back. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now. Hatch it.
And they give this time to the tailback. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's go, let's get this ball back. 21. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down, 49.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
21. 15, still. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Let's go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns has got him in the lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That one complete to Hill, and they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left hand. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, "What do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the get a pick or two?"
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Here we go. 180!
Check 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No game on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Right there, 56. I'm coming for you. You
Garoppolo looking to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He dropped it. couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, Haywood!
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A big offensive experience.
It makes their job that much.
For my people in my health, and I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Chris Jones on the stop. A gain of 2.
11. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Yeah. Mike, 56. I know he ain't got it.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it's third down.
Here we go. Wait, 80. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Mike 56. Mike 50.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Stop your body.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, here's Breida. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5 now. Garoppolo throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards home. Told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They can't hang with us.
2nd and 9 now. Sliding out of the pocket. Gets this one to Hill. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
The boys got the 1st down and more. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Garoppolo looks to throw, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the
Working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
time to bring the bass back.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player.
loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners. Guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 24. Yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Yellow, that's a warning. Hey, let's get in them holes. Watch out, watch out.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 59 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Clock now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check 15. Hey, Sam off.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
50, plant. 56.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on that first series.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now Locke.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, look.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Chris Jones able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd and goal, Locke, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing now is Mahomes. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, 4 down.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A give, running right, Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Locke to throw. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, baby.
Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. A diving catch for the
to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Hill the intended receiver once again, but it's going to be second down. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Right. He's checking. Roll out. That's a safety cream. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
30 base. Let's go.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. Still, that race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams. Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone. And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Let's get it. Now. Motion. Reset.
Get it. Another run by Lindsey.
Let's go. Big chance right here. We got to step it up.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
70. Set the turn, defense, let's go. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Topper. Go. Ready.
Throwing now is Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Number 53, Mike 53. Blue there, blue. Squeeze. Check go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Locke to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Locke gets this to Hamilton, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, 34 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down. Well, Charles, while we have a second, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stick? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On first down, Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On first down, Lindsey. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Block now to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. To throw it is Locke. Chris Jones giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next rush coming, and he's taken down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, And our defensive coordinator says we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away. Lock now on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Frank Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Forced out to under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Frank Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Frank Clark, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it. And he's going to go down again.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Like some of the
get it right away. Take you through my day-to-day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold, I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this ride, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started, and off we go from Tampa. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check out.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st down, Minnesota.
You ain't got nothing. Look three. Bingo. Shoot.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Buccaneers 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Hudson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking for Evans, and he coughed it up. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They go play action. Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. On the ground, it's Cook. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Ndamukong Suh. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Bailey's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Throwing, Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 19. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A run with Ogunbowale. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. On the return is Mickens. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Off the play fake, Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wound.
He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 81 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's going to float a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Jameis now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Winston gives to Barber. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Barber. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That is caught. It's Perriman. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. On play action, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down throw for Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. To the air again with Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They run it again with Cook.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On first down, Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Throwing his Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back now in Tampa. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
They run, Cook, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Play action now, Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Winston. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Linval Joseph in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Winston on 3rd and 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 57 yards on the ground. They run again on 1st down, Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Throwing here, Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing, Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
Zebra. 45 to Mike.
Now Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehair. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something. And maybe we can look at that and say,